Sparkling antique jewelry. The Sunday Spectacular Sterling preview. And a bit of a jewelry haul. I never like to tell too many people that I'm going live. I just like to see who shows up. Especially when we do a live stream on YouTube. Well, let me find my channel on my other device. Here we go. Terry, how are you, honey? I'm just trying to put all of this caca in here. All the information into chat because I didn't even tell the mods that I was going live. Hi, Lily. Terry's here. We haven't seen Terry in forever. Hi, Lisa. How are you, honey? I'm well. How are you, Lily? I am not good at typing and talking. Absolutely awful. Hi, Bonnie. I guess you're new to the channel, honey. It's antique jewelry. No, Lily. How are you? Hi, Trish. You all see the charms are out. How does Deb do it? Oh, a cold. Let me pin that. Hi, Lisa. How are you, honey? Let me turn this music down. I have a tiny bit of a headache. Ugh, trying to get rid of it. So once we get a few more people in, I'll show you. Like, I looked at this little tray is all that I have in so far. I don't even want to tell you. I don't even want to tell myself how much I spent in auctions in the last 9 days. Enough that I don't want to tell myself. Well, all this, we're going to do charms tomorrow. We're going to do sterling charms and sterling bracelets and sterling necklaces, and I feel like we've been really like not getting into a lot of the sterling. We've been kind of focused on book chains. Oh, poor Trish. She had RSV and pneumonia. So this little pitiful tray that, I mean, there's $2,500 on this little tiny tray, but they're expensive items. You know how it goes. Hi, Ellen. Who am I missing? Erica. Oh my gosh, Erica, how are you? Terry's here. Erica's here. Yay. People that we haven't seen in like forever. Oh, that's amazing. Hi, Catkin. I get this really high voice for some reason when I have a headache. I don't know why. It's like when you talk to a baby, I think. My brain goes into defense mode. It's just a headache right now. We're going to say it's just a headache. If this looks too dark, let me know because I don't have like the overhead light on. I've only got like the desk lights on that light the jewelry. And I usually have a ring light over the camera, but ugh, too much pain in the head. Absolutely. Positive thoughts will keep you going when nothing else will. Well, she had came back from Asia with RSV, wasn't it? And then, of course, weakened immune system. She goes and gets pneumonia on top of it. Yay! Jeez. When it rains, it pours. Oh, no. Those are awful, Ellen. I did, Lily. I did, but to be fair, I only took it about 15 minutes ago. So we'll give it a chance to kick in. And then when I go to bed, I'll take, here they give you amitriptyline. Ugh. That's one of their migraine treatments. It's just, they call it, pain treatment, an anti-preventative. I say caca. Caca. Hey, Kim. Yeah, that's why I didn't put the ring light up over the camera. I mean, I will zoom in when I show you things, but the ring light is like right in my eyes, so. And I wanted to do camera up, but not with a headache. You all don't want to see me with a headache. Maybe we'll do a bit of camera up tomorrow. I think it's important, so you all, especially new people. I mean, can you go back on previous videos and see me? Sure. But, I don't know that I have a trusting face. I think I do. I think you're all here, and many of you have been with me for years, so I'm a bit trusting. Not yet, Pam. Not yet. I think it's just because I hadn't eaten all day. And then I cooked a large meal. And because, you know, how you cook, you eat when you cook, I really wasn't able to eat much. Um, when the barometric pressure is higher here, like when the weather's going to change, yeah, it does, definitely does. And I feel like my dad's mom, my granny, who she could tell what the weather was going to be from her arthritis. Yeah, well, I'm gonna hang out with you guys for a while, and then it's already 11:21 here. Then I'll go to bed. It doesn't hurt that I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, which started with a run to the local tip, which is, you know, our recycling. No, no, I'm fine. I mean, if I'm just gonna show some of the charms that are available, I'll do that now. And then, oh, we've got 29 people in. 29 people and only 4 thumbs up. I think sometimes you forget to hit the thumbs up, but remember in this crazy format, you have to hit the 3 dots somewhere to do it. Terry, I saw Pittsburgh. Oh my goodness. I know you're from another part of Pennsylvania, but have you seen Pittsburgh? It's virtually underwater. The 3 rivers, where the 3 rivers converge, actually they're 4 rivers. But they call it 3 rivers because they didn't know there was a fourth. But where that converges, it's completely underwater. Well, thank you, Bonnie. Top right 3 dots. Okay. Deb will tell you I am like absolutely hopeless at chat. And I don't think I've even seen a live that I would have clicked that on. Most of the content I watch is pre-recorded. Are you okay? Are you safe? Now that sounds terrible, like I don't care about the other people that are around you. I do, but clearly make sure you're not underwater. Well, I live on one of the highest hills in the area, and if it floods here, we'll see Noah next. Yeah, there are no mountains in England. They say there are, but being from an area that does have mountains, and I'm not even talking like Colorado mountains or anything, just Pennsylvania mountains, these are hills. Oh, well, thank God you're out of the water. See, you're like me. Look for Noah. Look for that ark. What, Lily, what do you think that was all about? Do you think it's that crazy fracking? I mean, how much do they think Mother Nature's going to take before she kicks back? To be fair, we've had, where I'm originally from, we've had earthquakes in Pennsylvania, and that was long before fracking. But of course, we've always had deep well mining and things. It just makes you wonder. I don't want to be like a conspiracy theorist or anything, but do you know what I mean? If you've never experienced an earthquake, that would freak you right out. California, like, if they had a 4 or 4.8, they wouldn't even shake their head. Hmm. It just, I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist or a geologist to know that fiddling with the earth is going to cause something. There's Trish. She's in California. You see? Oh my. I was there and gosh, I even forget what it was. I think it was a 5 or a 6. And of course, I had a panic attack, and everybody was like, "What's wrong with you? It's just a little earth shake." Yeah, well, of course, I lived in Pittsburgh then. Let me see, 96? Yes, I would have lived in Pittsburgh then. And we felt, I think, the after effects of it. So while we're chit chatting here, I'm going to show you some of the charms that are out. So I feel like we haven't done charms in forever. I mean, my hand just gravitates to the big ones because, well, of course, there are some really, really rare ones on here today. That one's a tavern and articulated. There are large lucky boots, um, large hallmarked elephant, ever popular, the little minute timer, which is like not a minute, second, but the sands do pour. I feel like you can't see that. There we go. That's a yachting cup. Or large silver pitchers. I mean, a lot of these are pendant sized. Lobster trap. Vintage, but looks like an antique ice skate. There are equestrian ones. And those are the days of our lives. Oh my gosh, my mom watched all of those soaps. Guiding Light, Days of Our Lives. Antique articulated fish. Large sailboats. These are all, for new people, these are all sterling silver. They are either vintage or antique. I'll tell you either or. Oh, not only is this thing large, these are British charms, so they're articulated, many of them. That one has gems inside of it. They all have something a little different in them. Bird charms, of course there's going to be birds, honey. Well, I think the coolest one I have is this one, this Art Deco, and it has an enameled parrot. I've never had one that had, I've had ones that had a golden parrot, but this one actually has an enameled parrot on a swing in that. That's that. And, well, there'll be other birds in here too as well. Loads of animals. Bunnies, birds, dogs. And I'm going to try and separate them. This one's really cool. It's a monkey grinder. It has a little enameled monkey. And he dances when you turn the crank. The sawmill. Like the little water wheel spins. Hi, Deborah. Large bells. Oh, that one's on the antique bracelet. Now I have one full antique bracelet that I'll show. Loads of horoscope. Antique coins. I don't know if you can hear the wind here. It's insane. This one's vintage, but really cool. Ship in a bottle. Not a hot fireman, but a funny fireman. Now, there's some really, really rare ones. This one's a little mushroom. I know Ellen's going to love this one. With a pixie. Now, British charms are, I find them to be very different, is all I'll say, from American charms. Now, I've collected charm bracelets since I was like a kid. The corgi. I love the detail on this deer. Big stag. I mean, really unusual things like a coal scuttle. Where is the super, super rare one? I mean, silly money because it's rare. It's a jeweler's loop. There's so many of them out here. I mean, there are, like I said, instruments. You find that jeweler's loop. There are loads of Dutch charms. Antique Victorian charms. This one's cool too. I've actually had ones that were articulated. It's a little scuba diver. I've had ones that the feet move. That's antique, of course. I want to show you that jeweler's loop. There's a penny farthing. big wheeled bicycle. Little cash registers. I'm gonna, like I said, try to put them into a bit of a, semblance of emergency money. Hi, HC. Oh, I just saw Deborah's popping out to get a sandwich. Oh, hoopity poop. Where in the heck is that? The churches that open up to either a couple or a couple and a pastor. There are a few ballerina charms. She spins. Oh, here it is. Here's the loop. Hi, Barbara. Girl, she gets around. And then it closes shut. Love, love, love that jeweler's loop. I don't like, well, I mean, I like the price if I sell it, but I don't like the price to buy it. That's for certain. I'm going to show some of the love token coins. Quite a few. Now, I've never seen an enameled one, but there's an enameled St. Christopher. I bet I have at least 6 St. Christopher. Antique and vintage. There's an enameled Taurus. An engraved Cancer. There are a couple check charms out. Don't have a ton of check charms at the moment. In fact, you all know that, I've had tons and tons of charms. This is actually not a lot for me. But, which is good, because I feel like if we get too many out, then we don't get through them all. I mean, they're quite a bit. And there's one big 1930s bracelet. Well, I think it's 1920s and 1930s. With teapots and coins and that crazy looking cat. The Louis Wayne looking kitty. And did we think that was a cold Charlotte? The little naked, doll. Loads of dogs. Terriers, huskies. Coins, musical instruments, lucky boots. A cat in a trash bin. Yeah, I think we said this was a cold Charlotte. The little clay dolls that they had in Germany. Thistles. Excuse me. It's a ballerina. That one has a dog clip clasp. So there's that, and you can see there are a ton of empty charm bracelets and sterling bracelets in general. So let me show you some of the new things. I need to pull it out. I've had a necklace to actually go with these earrings. I've had it for a couple years. But they're canatail and Persian turquoise. And they're clip. They're antique and they've been converted. They were converted probably in the 30s or 40s to a clip. But how gorgeous is that turquoise? I'm going to show you a grouping of them because I have so many of them. Little, these would have been used, most of them would have been used as fobs on watch chains. And these are war heroes. But I had to laugh because this guy's name is Bueller. I mean, who doesn't see Bueller and want to say, Bueller? Bueller? That looks like a general to me. These are those are World War I war heroes. Now Lisa might recognize this person, Baden-Powell, or she's probably maybe heard of him. And of course that's the Queen Mother, Queen Victoria. This one is sterling and it's hallmarked. I'll tell you the date on that tomorrow. Oh, this is George and Mary. And this one is in gold with, that's some Perspex, early plastic. That's why it's gone yellow. Now, I mean, there are lots of them. Oh, the poor queen. She looked bad there. Of course, that's her son, Edward. And that's just a badge, but it's still cool. One of my favorites. Oops. And I dropped it in the drawer. Oh, no, I didn't. Thank goodness. Napoleon and Josephine. It's got some cleaner on it. I have to wipe that better. It happens when you clean things. So there are those. What else can I show you? Like I said, there's a couple, 2,500 at least on this tray, but it doesn't look like much. I thought this was adorable. We usually see them and they're giant, but this is definitely a lady's. Montrose with an amethyst thistle. And it's tiny. Let me zoom back out and show you. Not that a lady couldn't wear the larger ones. I just think those tiny ones are just so feminine and sweet. Now, I'd say this one's mid-size. And this is the first one I've ever had that's like enamel. Usually they're stones. It's antique. But the colors are like enameled in. And that's a Jacobean cross. And then the usual suspects. I have a few. Someone say the name because my brain's dead. Penannular. Gosh. There are a few new penannular. They're all sterling. I love this one. Usually, that's a proper sword. Usually, they're the little daggers. I'm trying to show you all the Scottish ones. Well, let me show you, I guess I'll show you the big Scottish piece now. Although it's going to have to go to, I'm going to Birmingham on Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Wednesday. And I have to take it to my stone people. This one is Georgian. And we've seen that style before, Georgian bracelet with the pendant that hangs down. This one doesn't hang down as much, though. I don't think it would be, but I do have to take it there and have two of the stones. What I'm going to have them do are take two original stones off of the clasp where they could get potentially damaged anyway. I'll have them, they use antique stones, but I'm going to have them put flatter stones back there and have the two original stones moved up here. These are bloodstone. And the bracelet is sterling. And I don't know how they did it, but only parts of it are gilt. This is Georgian. Just the flowers and those pretty like lifesaver pieces. I feel like the light has to be brighter for you to see that bloodstone. So this one, if I can get it fixed this week, then I'll, of course, bring it to next week's sale. There's a really pretty Georgian fob. It's sterling and gold. And it's not gold over. The pieces that are gold are actually applied like gold. Let me show you what I mean. Now, why is this one so gorgeous? Because it has a carved intaglio amethyst. Love that piece. There's new sterling cameos. She's Victorian and Queen Conch. She's Victorian and glass. And she's Art Deco in shell. Oh, I'm going to say this is from like the Japanism period, Victorian. It's the prettiest mother of pearl. Look at the carving. And the back is so beautiful. I hate that it's the back. I think I'd have to convert it to a pendant so you could wear both sides. Isn't it beautiful? I had to scroll my screen up. It was like frozen. I'm like, hey, where'd you all go? Now, this is a sweetheart brooch from World War I. Let me get all the letters down here. They like to stick up. Here we go. From the Somme in France during World War I. They would send these home to their sweethearts. Let's see. What else can I show you? Before I show you the last piece. Oh, no, there's two. I always say my favorite. This one is 1908. Of course, completely hallmarked. I love that it's like oval, egg-shaped. Sterling Vesta. I didn't show you. I do have some more modern sterling and sterling gilt because I think it's really hard to get a hold of sterling gilt pieces. This one is it tricolor? And I think it's just silver and gold. But it's a type of torque. A soft torque. Duh. New rings. Yes, of course there will be new rings, Alan. There are a couple. There's a Figaro. And then I haven't figured out if this is a charm necklace. All of this is sterling gilt. This large piece is Italian in sterling gilt. Let me think. What else? Oh gosh, I didn't even show you the pools of light. Oh, mama. Oh, yay. I'm glad you love it, Ellen. How long has it been since I've had pools of light earrings? And I think, just personally, these are gorgeous. Now, there is a matching necklace. I will sell them separately, though. Or give you a little bit of a break if you buy them both. Hey, Husky. Now, let's see. I guess I'm going to show you this is my absolute favorite. Oh, I didn't show you the rock crystal. This one is vintage. I have tons of rock crystal here, and more often than not, antique. This is set with a 14 karat gold clasp. And they're not chips, they're little cut crystals, or maybe they were naturally formed crystals. And I've always got big giant ones, and not everybody loves big giant things. This is just delicate and gorgeous and looks like you're wearing diamonds around your neck. Love, love, love it. It's so different what I normally have. I had to have it. So, I'm going to show you the last of the new pieces. And it's my favorite. It is from... Where is it? I know I have something that's kite hallmarked. Oh my gosh, I didn't show you that. Oh, mama. This one is dated for June the 2nd, 1868. How about a kite hallmarked Scottish agate cross? Find one. I dare you. If you do, they're little teeny tiny things. This one is fabulous. Carnelian and bloodstone. And bloodstone, like you only see in the antique pieces. I'm surprised that the bloodstone, but it's that dark green bloodstone with the pink or with the red freckle that's in the Georgian. I mean, there are loads of different kind of bloodstone. My favorite is what they call liver. It's white, and then it has like red speckles. Okay, I do believe that the velvet ribbon is original to the piece because it's silk velvet, and I've bought silk velvet, and even no, doesn't compare. So this is a vinaigrette, a Victorian vinaigrette. Why didn't I write down the date? It's Charles Washington Shirley Deacon. Yep, the guy's last name is Shirley. And then he went into business with a Deacon. No, there's nothing like silk velvet. Absolutely nothing. Well, that's the front of the vinaigrette. This is the back of the vinaigrette. 1855. It is hallmarked. There it is. Charles Washington Shirley Deacon. Sounds like you're saying Shirley Deacon, but it's Charles Washington Shirley. Now, this, I've had a lot of vinaigrettes. This is the very, very first one that has the original sponge inside. And it's got a really soft, like, perfume scent to it. Natural, of course, natural little sea sponge. They didn't have the fakies back then. And it is silver and gilt, and the whole interior is gilt. But yeah, that's my favorite. I love the Georgian agate brooch or bracelet. I love the Victorian agate cross, but this vinaigrette I think has to be the, nah, I like the fob too. Up, you know. Yeah. There's stinky parts of the world everywhere. Oh my gosh, I didn't show you the, did I show you the earrings? The Art Deco earrings. They're not camphor, they're rock crystal. They're 14 karat gold. And they call those bomb. Well, everyone carried a vinaigrette, honey. Everyone would have a vinaigrette of some form because of the stinky streets. Do I think a wealthy person had that one? Probably, because it's pricey now. It's well made. Yeah, I've definitely doing more research into the silver. Here's what's the problem, guys. I'm a classically trained jeweler, and classically trained jewelers work in gold. It wasn't until recently that I've got into like silver manufacturers and, you know, all of that. So quite a few of you have got a lot of fantastic pieces from me that if you do your homework on them, you'll see you got some really good deals. Because of course, not all silver is created equal. Oh, honey, that's kind of my job to, to describe and explain things to you. And it's kind of tough when you have a headache to boot. Now, when I was going through everything, I found gifts that I had put aside for some of you. They'll go in this package. Everything is packaged but not closed because of the sale on Sunday. So if you want to add something, you can. And if you're like thinking, oh, she said she was going to give me, like Trish, poor Trish. I put a bunch of Victorian coins in hers because I keep forgetting to put one. So I think I put 3. Husky, I found yours. I hadn't put it in your package yet. I know you love coral. So I found an antique coral necklace with a 9 karat gold clasp that I'm going to put in yours. Yeah, I put these things aside and I forget. HC, this was supposed to go in her last package, and it didn't. So it'll go in this one. Do you want me to put that? Yeah, I will. I will, Kim. I know you love coral. And I got like 3 or 4 of the coral necklaces in, and I'm like, oh, Husky will like this. So it's short, but you could add it to pearls, or you could add it to another coral necklace, or you can make a coral bracelet out of it. You could double it up and make a bracelet. I usually get more questions when we go live like this. That's strange. I wanted to do a Saturday night, well, Saturday night here, just to see how many people we get in. I wear 7 3/4. That's my like largest. Even when my hands swell, Kim, that finger, it doesn't even become an 8, and it fits not tight but well. And if you have any problems with it, any decent jeweler will have a machine that, because it's a plain band, they can adjust it. Well, that one's tiny, honey. It's like, I think it just fits me. Nah, it's not that small. Not that I'm a tiny person, I have a skinny neck. No, it fits like a collar, so it must be like 15 inches. It just looks tiny. Yeah, I think so, Kim. And if you want me to have Bob adjust it before I send it out, if you want to measure his knuckle and make sure. Yeah, men's fingers are different. They're always skinnier at the bottom. Hi, Christina. Women's fingers are always a little chunkier at the bottom. Men's fingers are always more slender at the bottom. And they have big knuckles. Let's see, is there anything else? I think I showed you everything that's come in so far. Now, I don't believe that there's going to be anything else by tomorrow. I have a ton coming in Monday, Tuesday, and I have to have the neighbor. Well, no, actually, I'm going to have the postman. I'll talk to the postman Monday because we won't be here Wednesday and Thursday. I have to talk to Deb, but probably not until like 11 my time. So around the same time that I came on today. I just feel like a lot of you have things to do on a Sunday afternoon. And like a little bit later would be better. Not for Christina, because she's always watching some sort of game or another. I think I know you all too well. So 11 my time, we're back to 5 hours ahead. Would be 6 Eastern Standard and 3 Pacific. Oh, yay! No more football. I am not, like, I love a live game, anything. I'll go to a live game, anything. Absolutely anything. TV? No. Please. You'd have to, like, restrain me. it's just, it hits different when you're live, for me. Like, you get all the adrenaline from the crowd, and I don't know. I did get a new book chain in, but the locket hasn't come in yet. So I probably won't show that tomorrow. It does have a locket that goes with it. Baseball season. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is this time of year, isn't it? I love baseball. Totally love baseball live. And I have actually watched baseball games on TV. Not football, though. And oh my gosh, not racing. Car racing? Oh, that's a migraine. Round. Somebody shoot me. Especially like NASCAR, where they just go round and round and round. But live, oh my God, it's incredible. Hey, Diva. So, if you can make it in, that would be amazing. Love to see you all. Those of you who want to do some sterling silver charms, if you want to ask about some of the new pieces, as long as they're good to go, then I will give a price on them. Wow. Yeah, but I find the Japanese, like a lot of things, they're obsessed with like American things, a lot of American things, when their own culture is so cool. No, thank you, Lily. Thank you for coming in. Like, I think I only told Trish, and that's because we were chatting. I just, I like to pop on and see who's about. Strange that we didn't get a lot of new people, asking questions. A few, which is wonderful. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. Thank you all for coming in. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you're new, consider subscribing. Do you know, my analytics said that there's like a high percentage of people who don't ring the bell. So make sure you ring the little bell, tap the bell so all of your notifications are on. It's already gone down some, which is a good sign. Hey, RJ. Thank you, guys. Almost there, Christina. Good night, guys. I'll see you all soon. Thank you for coming in. Thanks, HC.